What happened? There's more bad news?
I do have some more bad news for you. Some breaking news. Your old friend iDubbbz's just released a video.
Yeah.
It's about you.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Oh my God. That is no, it can't be. Holy fuck, dude.
It sure is.
Oh my God.
Because they have mobilized such an insane...
Oh, he's so disgusted. He's so disgusted, you guys. He just discovered empathy, man. It's hitting him hard here today.
Harassment group that anybody who says any fucking thing, they will attempt to ruin their lives. And once again, I'm the crazy one. It's not bad enough that I have this group of people.
Wait, that's what made him think he needs to make this? Doesn't seem that crazy. Saying that like there's a mass campaign of people online, which now he's a part of, that anybody that expresses like any sympathy for Israel gets absolutely fucking harassed into oblivion, which is literally, he's proving my point. I don't see why that would set you off, bro.
Let's go back.
That intro justifies this content cop, me saying that I feel like people who don't think that Israeli civilians should be killed are ganged up on online. That's it? That's what made you throw this on? Okay. That's pretty serious stuff there, dude.
What's up, everybody? I'm Hassan Piker, and this is Awesome Broadcast coming to you live from a cloudy day here in California, Los Angeles. We're live and alive, and I hope all the boys, girls, and...
By the way, Hassan literally goes and talks about how I'm obsessed with him, and this is what he's working on while he's complaining about that? I can't believe it, man. It's stunning stuff. It really is.
I have a very important announcement. I've finally done it. I watched Ethan Klein's Content Nuke, and I'm not going to call it context puke, as I normally do, because the reality of the matter is, it was brilliant. Nothing was out of context.
Bro, he loves that out of context thing. Like, that video was so well sourced. The full context of everything.
Importantly, Ethan is more attractive than me, both physically and also mentally.
What? Are we actually doing this frat bro thing? This is the cutting edge criticism that Hassan's hotter than me? Are we actually doing this? By the way, he still hasn't watched the Content Nuke, I guarantee it.
When Hassan says that you're hotter than him inside and outside, I was like, damn right.
You felt that, huh?
I felt that.
But like, isn't that so cringe? Like, bro,
He's
like,
not reading the frat boy allegations.
You're doing the I'm hotter than you?
Wake up, Ethan. Wake up, Ethan. Ethan, wake up.
Look at this.
Wakey, Ethan. Wake up, Ethan. Wake up.
Bro, what? I cannot believe what I'm saying. This is just, I can't do it.
Wake up, Ethan. This is no longer a dream.
Denims, who literally calls my wife a baby killer, so that's good.
This is no longer a dream. This is a nightmare. Wake up.
It's not a nightmare. I mean, it is shocking. And why is he like so full of himself? Where he's like, wake up, dude. This is your nightmare. You're not that guy anymore.
Wake up. Wake up. Wake up, Ethan.
This is like the most unintimidating group of idiots you could ever assemble. Like, this is like so funny to me. Holy shit. This is actually pretty entertaining. I'm not even fucking tripping. Israel's greatest defender. These people really think that all you guys still quit and for me to just be like a lone little Jew boy. Israel's strongest defender, Ethan Klein. The one that called Netanyahu a genocidal maniac and said West Bank settlers are valid military targets. By the way, all three of these people, as far as I understand it, are like straight up Hassan waiting room streamers.
Well, now they're in the room.
They're in the room, finally.
That's why I'm saying content cop about politics, and then this is the level. They're like dancing and doing thick, and this is about Israel-Palestine?
Yeah, I mean, so far, it's been a bunch of silly...
We haven't actually got it. We have a video.
Maybe it's about like being a privileged white person in America and criticizing politics in the Middle East? I don't know, because that's in common, I guess.
The part that you look at people like iDubbbz's now, and Noah Samson, and even Hassan, who's lived a life of luxury and been in the United States most of his life, and when he was in Turkey, his family was extraordinarily rich and powerful. These people, they never had to make a difficult choice. They were never confronted with like uncomfortable decisions about what their life is. Like when you're born in Israel, you have a lot of fucking crazy shit happening all the time. And it's a difficult moral thing to navigate. And like these people, they act so fucking righteous and high and mighty and pure. We know what's the right answer. And why can't you just decide to say the right answer? It's like they don't have to deal with the complexities of being born there. Like, don't you think it would be so much easier if we were just like, yeah, no, fuck Israel forever. Like, we need to expand its borders.
The ultimate point. That's your ideal. You guys want people to leave Israel, right? I'm not there. Go after somebody else. What do you guys want from me?
We should move to Israel to spite them.
Yeah, let's go back.
And I'm gonna have a bunch of kids. And we hung out a lot more than any other creator, really. We were actually friends. And to be honest, we stood with them at a time where it cost us.
But it wasn't a question for us.
Of course, that was right. That wasn't a question.
Obviously caught in this tricky situation where he is extremely sympathetic to the Israeli cause and what's happening to them. His wife's Israeli. She served in the IDF.
You guys know how many times Ian and Anissa told us that we inspire them? Like so many times. It's just kind of funny. We used to be inspiring. Now I'm just an Israeli that did the idea.
He obviously likes the state of Israel. On the other hand,
I like the state of Israel. I mean,
what a way to simplify it.
I mean, do I like that 80% of the Jews in Israel have literally nowhere else to live, that they don't get displaced? Yes, I guess I like that. You want to boil it down to that. But you're the historian who decides who knows what. So go on. I need to defer to your expertise.
And he's just got done capturing a massive progressive audience who are very politically savvy. They follow Hassan.
Well, hold on. By political savvy, you mean just fucking echoing whatever Hassan tells them, but yeah.
Hassan is strictly a political streamer, so this is something they're very keyed into. So when they see Ethan say things that are just like not accurate and it's just propaganda, they're gonna call
Okay, here we go.
From the river to the sea essentially means the state of Israel is going bye-bye.
That is literally an opinion. What do you mean? Dude, do you know that that statement is used by terrorist groups? It doesn't always mean that, which is, of course, always saying that from the beginning, is that not everyone who says that is meaning that they want to annihilate Israel. But a lot of people do mean that. And it's a perfectly valid reaction for someone who's Israeli to feel uncomfortable with that. Like, what is it you want to do to us? You know what I mean?
I know you guys don't care about what Israelis think or feel, but that's what it means for Israelis. So if your movement is for peace, maybe don't say that.
But
say something else.
He has no idea what he's talking about. He says Ethan is spreading Israeli propaganda, and then he shows me stating an opinion about a phrase. Like, what are you claiming exactly? Meanwhile, this clip that we're watching is a Hamas official spokesperson saying we will do October 7th again and again and again and again, and we will never stop. Yeah. That's the clip we're watching. Official Hamas spokesperson. I cannot believe he actually had the confidence to make this video.
It essentially means the state of Israel is going bye-bye.
So this massive progressive audience that
so is Ian going to explain that point or why you're wrong?
No, he says I'm doing Israeli propaganda, and you just shared me sharing an opinion about the phrase from the river to the sea. This is the clip we were watching at the time. Israel is a country that has no place on our land. We must remove that country because it constitutes a security, military, and political catastrophe. To the Arab and Islamic nation, it must be finished. We are not ashamed to say this with full force. We must teach Israel a lesson. We must do it again and again. The Al-Aqsa flood is just the first, and there will be a second, a third, a fourth. The Al-Aqsa flood is what they call October 7th attack. The occupation must end in the Gaza Strip. No, I'm talking about all Palestinian lands. Once again, that's funny because it's exactly related to what he accuses me of spreading Israeli propaganda.
I don't understand. If a movement is for peace between two people and one people is telling you they're not comfortable with the statement, shouldn't we change the statement to something that both people can get behind?
No, because they'll say Israel's the aggressor, so they shouldn't have to adjust anything.
Yeah, but that's watered down American version of what's happening there.
The existence of Israel is illogical. The existence of Israel is what causes all the pain, blood, and tears.
Just the existence.
It is Israel, not us. We are the victims of the occupation period. Therefore, nobody should blame us for the things we do. October 7th, October 10th, October 1 million. Everything we do is justified.
It is justified.
Cool.
That is the words of an official Hamas spokesperson after October 7th, and was on the screen as he was accusing me of spreading Israeli propaganda. Fascinating stuff here by iDubbbz. What a fucking insightful video this is. What I want to do is show you guys how I see Israel. Because you don't see that. When you listen to Hassan and you hear all these like mega lefties talking about it like it's some super racist like... Oh my God, bro. You have no idea what you're talking about.
He's now
I'm talking about Israel proper.
Yes.
What I want to do is and you're showing headlines about Gaza. I literally say in this clip that it has nothing to do with the conditions of Gaza and the conditions of the West Bank, which I consider to be apartheid. Like, it's completely based my lived experience, bro. You are so fucking out of line. How do you have the confidence to make this video? Holy fuck, dude. And he shows these headlines. Israel again blocks Gaza aid. Again, I'm not talking about Gaza, which I say clearly in this clip, but go on. You hear all these fucking mega lefties talking. Israeli authorities block healthcare to Gaza. Again, do you think that I'm talking about walking around Gaza? When I say how great multicultural it is?
We
did
never
you think that?
How Israel attacked Gaza since October 7th, not even once. We never co-signed what they did.
They're acting like Israel proper, which there's 2 million Palestinians living there in Israel with full rights. People just lie about the conditions there. They say that Palestinians are second-class citizens in Israel. And
you go to universities, there are so many Muslim students, hospitals, Muslim doctors. It's like, it's not what people portray
Judges,
as.
Governments.
They are in the government.
The point is not that Israel is righteous. The point is not that Israel isn't doing terrible things. And like I've always said, is that what they're doing in West Bank is apartheid, and what they're doing in Gaza is ethnic cleansing. So these are terrible things. But I don't think people understand that, like, you'll walk around and you'll see Arab families and Jewish families drinking coffee next to each other, and there's no problem. You'll hear mosques doing prayers from a loudspeaker next to fucking, like a Tel Aviv street with tons of foot traffic. Like, it is fucking interesting. And that's something that I've seen as uniquely from my lived experience there that I think is worth showing to people.
And we lived in Florentines, that's South Tel Aviv, and it's super close to Yaffo. Yaffo is like more the Muslim side, even though it's both.
They're mixed. Yeah, it's not like that anymore.
But we would go there a lot. So you go to restaurants where there's Arab speaking people, and it's just, you don't even think about it twice. It's just normal.
Yeah, it's not weird. They live together. In the West Bank and in Gaza, it's a completely different story, which I say. But I think it's inspiring that you see that it's possible for Arabs and Muslims and Jews to live together in harmony. And they do in Israel proper. They do. I mean, there's probably a lot of discontent for obvious reasons for how they're treating Gaza and West Bank and stuff. But like,
we are not defending what Israel did in Gaza since October 7th. Like, the way they handled that has just been awful. They don't even have words. We've never once defended what happened there.
And that one that he showed about how I'm so misinformed. I asked Hassan, what should Israel have done after October 7th? His answer was Israel should have disbanded its government and lifted the borders. Like, okay, awesome. Now do you want to be serious for a second?
Yeah.
Like, do you think that any country in the world would react like that? I mean, no, obviously not. So let's actually try to have a productive conversation about this. Not only was Hila born in Israel, her parents were born in Israel. This is 100 years of people living there. We're on like the 3rd, 4th generation Israeli now. Like, this isn't a fucking country that you can just pick up and move. Like, it's a non-starter. It's just silly.
My former editor of a year and a half ago did say some truly mean shit. He called Hila the...
Of course, the point of this was saying that he understands why people are worried about my kids, that they think my kids are in danger. Clearly missing some context there.
With
So
cheddar
this was
cheese.
after CPS was called.
This is after CPS was
Oh, this is
called.
after. Well, that makes it just unhinged as fuck. Bro, you're missing some serious context.
Yeah.
If it's going to be like, I got CPS to my house and your friend is saying it's
Here's why.
justified.
Yeah.
And you're saying, oh, it was mean-spirited.
Because in one of them he calls me the C word. That was too far for
Yeah,
me.
no, I don't care if he calls you a fucking...
I couldn't even care
yeah,
less.
C
Call me
word.
the C word every day.
What I don't like is when people call her like a Zionist baby-killing genocider.
Yeah, or when they're trying to justify why they called CPS to our house.
That's
Kinda
probably
like
as bad as it gets.
A trillion times worse than calling me the C word.
Yeah, and a bunch of other shit, I'm sure. Ethan...
Oh, that was very kind of you to just yada yada, all the
Yeah.
crazy shit. Like, I don't need any fucking halfway friends, man.
I thought the text conversation that I had with him was very empathetic. I basically just said, like, I know you and Hila are experiencing a ton of harassment, and I empathize with that. And
I empathize with that, yet I'm friends with all the people doing it. I fucking know all this, bro. Your statement was hollow. It was pathetically performative. Anissa was in the DMs with yucking it up. Let's see what he had to say.
The best thing to come out of this, honestly, is just watching all of these Israelis panicking at the airport, running for their lives. Is this real? Oh,
She's cheering.
Music to my ears. Oh,
one more time.
Pretty demented stuff.
I live in Lebanon. The horrors we've seen here and the horrors I've been watching on my phone for the past 6 or 7 months of what Israelis are doing to Palestinians. At this point, I feel no sympathy for these people, for this country. Obviously, no one wants to see innocent people dying or get hurt.
Kind of sounds like you do, actually.
But I question how many innocent people exist in Israel. The more and more I hear these fuckers talk and I see their posts on social media and the fact that the majority of the Israeli population doesn't believe that the IDF is using sufficient force against the Palestinians and God.
This is the guy that they're aligning with. And I'm supposed to be like, oh, iDubbbz, he cares about me. He's so empathetic.
Somehow we're the bad guys. I would never say something like this.
I never have.
These people are fucking devils, and seeing them run for their lives in fear gives me some kind of joy that is hard to describe.
All Israelis are devils, and they're all guilty. Ethan, you need to chill out. Me, iDubbbz, white dude from fucking California that's never lived anywhere else, let me lecture you about how you should feel about this. Oh yeah, and I'm woke, by the way.
Fucking cowards.
Go back to your country.
Go back to New Jersey, motherfucker.
Hey guys, guess what? 80%
country.
have no citizenship elsewhere. They can't move.
How
Hila's
many
parents,
times do we need to say it?
they don't, this is just, yeah. Like what,
My
how am I-
grandparents are from Libya and Turkey.
They were kicked out by violent force, bro. They were removed violently, forcefully. They had nowhere else to go but Israel. And now you dipshits are going to come here and say, go back home. Unreal. And I'm the bad guy. I'm the bad guy. Imagine that. According to Hassan, the white dude who has no lived experience outside of America.
They go do rapes next to concentration camps. We can't get rid of you fast enough.
Wow.
I know a lot of people,
What a
especially in the
twisted way
U.S.
to
and the
look at
media.
it, because those communities that live right next to the border are the peace people. They are the people that like do the most.
That's something they'll never understand too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Arabs living abroad have to hide their support for like the resistance or like around that. Be like, no, we don't want anything to happen to Israel. We want the hostages to be safe. We want the hostages to be safe. You know what I mean? Listen, like we want our Palestinian brothers and sisters to be safer.
This guy not only impugns himself, but every Arab. He's like, all Arabs wish they could say that they want all of Israelis to die. But I have the freedom to say what they want.
Not being honest with us.
It's like, sorry, bro. Are you sure about that?
Israel. I wish they got hit with more bombs, with more drones. Fuck that country. I hope it gets nuked.
You know what? I'm so sorry, Ian. You're right. Fuck me, man. You're so right. Why would I get upset about a clip like that when I see Anissa in this guy's DMs, in Froggy Tonic's Twitter feed, replying to him, and I see Anissa in Denim's chat, yucking it up with her, talking about me, by the way, with Denim's publicly in the chat. You're so right.